Welcome. This is our live session. How to generate revenue using your voice by using, online as well as at home. I call it at home and within visibility because everything works together. And that's why I felt that this is the right time to share with you what I've discovered in 2024, which kind of led to me changing the way I'm going to be serving you. So that's why I want to go through. I think I could go through 15 points, but I'm going to go to 3. How to generate, monetize your message, your voice, using your voice online, at home, and within. Okay. So we should be live everywhere. But the thing is, I will be mentioning and providing free resources for people who are watching and participating from our Facebook group, which is a private community. So if you are in the Facebook group, just say hello in the comments so that I can send you directly, the resources and the messages for you. So one of the resources that I want to share with you is actually so everything I do at Social Media Love, I help women entrepreneurs to fall in love with their fears of visibility and generate the cash flow that requires to run a business using their voice online, big time, at home, and within. Because the way you are talking to yourself about what you do when you're online, like doing a live like this, right? It has an impact on how you sell your services or not. And that's what I've discovered for myself in the last 10 years. And everything is ramping up for me in the last 2, 3, 4 years. And do I do something differently? Not really. I'm still posting every day. I'm still doing all the things. So I want to share with you what has changed that led me to actually guide myself through building my business, growing my business, expanding my business, but also doing the same for my clients. So the reason why I want to provide you a resource is because everything I do at Social Media Love is called, is based on an acronym, VISIBLE, right? Who has read the book yet? Visible. Are you visible? So visible. The V is for your voice. The I, the sun is in the video here. The I is for your ideas. Your ideas, okay, let's just stop right there. Your ideas are not just random things. When they land in your mind / your heart, grab them. Even if they don't make sense right away, like put them on a post-it or in a journal, whatever, a piece of paper, a napkin. An idea is sacred. Your S is the stories. Your stories. What are your stories that shaped who you became as an entrepreneur, and that kind of explains why you serve your clients the way you serve them? The second I is your irresistible offers. So that's my kind of mission. I want you to be so proud about your offers that you're gonna talk about them all the time. So that's what we do when you and I work together. That's what I've learned for myself. Like, we have so many limitations inside of us that has nothing to do with the business, that when it comes to inviting people to work with you / selling the offers, we don't. And if we do, we're quiet about it, and we're very scarce, like just once a week, just maybe once a month, so this is a type of transformation that happens when you and I work with it. I bring you in my own transformation. I've been learning how to invite people every day. And what does that do? It builds your trust, it builds your brand, and it builds your bank account. So that's key. Let's sell. Like, it's not because you're on social media that you just talk about your stories, your ideas, and what you stand for, and all the things. You need to tell people. I did a full TEDx talk about this. If I have to scroll more than 9 posts to see what you sell, forget about it. I'll go to someone else, right? So that aspect of using the online world as well as your in-person networking, way of showing up in your business community is key. Let me know what you sell. What type of transformation do you allow, right? The other one is your belief. So your belief, what do you believe, what you stand for, but also being very clear about what your ideal client believes right now before they work with you, so that you can shift that belief and get them into a new belief where they grow, expand, and heal, and expand more, and whatever transformation you offer. So I work with a lot of coaches, consultants, healers, and so there are mostly transformative services, whether they're speakers as well. You help someone transform. And then also the L, leadership. So that's what I hear a lot. And that was me before. We are bending all over so that we please our clients or potential clients. So that leads you to be so burned out by not respecting deadlines, by transforming each offer for each client based on their desires or what they tell you. So that comes from a scarcity mindset, and that's something that changes too when you get into the visible framework. And your E is your expertise. Most of you are women entrepreneurs who open business because you're super expert at something, right? And then I was a super expert at communication. I gather about 30 years in communication, like 10 years in TV, on like media, and mostly on TV. Second decade was communication, PR, and the third decade, and more than that, I think I'm getting to the 12th year, digital marketing. So that's about communicating, right? Using your voice. The thing that I've discovered that I want you to be very clear on is that where you censor your voice at home, where you censor your voice in your relationships, when you censor your voice towards yourself, what are the things you don't allow yourself to say to yourself or see? Like what we call honesty, behind the honesty, radical responsibility, those hidden things are hiding and stopping your sales in your business. So that's why, when I start working with my clients, we start with the inner visibility. It's a 3-month a framework that I deliver with my collaborator, Coach Kim Mintanko. And both of us, help women entrepreneurs to identify what is it currently that is stopping you in your sales or developing your business or your visibility online. Because if nobody sees you, like, let me tell you, whether it's online or in person, they won't know about you. That's as simple as this, right? So if social media is one of your lead generation, usually I have them there. 3 to 4 sources of lead generation. So one is social media. Social media is a long game, okay? Then I have my networking. Networking is the key, right? It's the key, because when you show up in a room, you talk to people, and then once they kind of fall in love with you, they're like, oh my God, that girl, I talked to her. That's, you have ideas of collaboration or working with a person. They're going to go and check you on social media. So that's why consistency on social media is key. And the third one is speaking for me. So one of my biggest dreams was to do a TEDx, and it happened this year. Woo! And I wrote a book. But speaking, podcasting, so I've been doing at least, one podcast a month last year. So this is where I put my energy. So this is really important, that you keep being visible in different modalities. That's why I say, I work with your visibility online, but it comes with another type of visibility, which is outside of the online world and the inner world. So I want to share with you the 3 really components that make the business go from a 4-figure. I was 4 years at 4-figure revenue every year to past 6-figure. And my goal, as some of you saw, is the million. That's where I am. I'm going there because that's the minimum. That's part of the community that I belong to. We all have that dear in our heart, because if you check my post maybe a week ago, when you map out what it takes to run a business, $1 million is the minimum. So what does it take to think like this, right? It takes to become a new person. And that's what I am becoming. That's what my clients are becoming. And how do you do that? You don't do that alone. Okay. So that's why the number one thing that started to change for me, everything, it's when I hired my first coach. And I'm starting there because I don't want me to hide that to myself, and I don't want you to hide that to yourself. Getting the help you need is key. So I started to get help. I should check if my tech is talking. I'm like jumping on this. Let me see if you hear me. I don't see if I see comments here, whatever. I just hope we're live. Let's see. I'm going to refresh. Give me a sec. I'm refreshing. Yeah, Facebook doesn't give me. Yeah, I see my face here, right there. Hello, Christine. I think I saw you. No, it's Eleonore. Hi, Eleonore. So I'm going to give you 3 things that are major shifters. So, and the goal behind this intervention today is, I told you I'm very transparent, and I'm changing the way I'm delivering my services, so that it speaks to the exact 3 points I'm going to show you. And I'll tell you in details how we can work together in 2025. And I'm so proud of it. So the very first thing, as I said, is to get the help. You cannot build that alone. And I'm going to share with you my story of the help. I started to invest my first $1,000, I think, and I almost died. I remember that was back in 2017, right? It was with someone that I still love so much. It's Brendon Burchard. And that was the very first time that I kind of what it is to invest in getting help. And at first you're not sure, is it worth my money? Is it really what I need to learn? And it's about the learning. Now it's not even about the learning anymore. It's about who is that person? Who is that leader? What did she do that I want to do? And not only that, she doesn't treat me as a kind of a student up down. Like, we are walking side by side together. That's the type of leader I am. That's the type of leader that I'm hiring right now. I do everything I teach, and where my communities where I belong to, that I pay, they do what they teach, and we do it together. They're just like a few miles ahead, right? So when I started with Brendon Burchard in 2017, I believe, or 2016, magic things started to happen. And then this is when I decided, I finished that contract with him, and then nothing. And then I'm like, should I hire someone else? But it's in 2020 or 2019 that I made a commitment to always being supported. No more gaps. Because when you are supported by someone who is not only the expert, right? We are all the expert in our field, but someone who has the right energy to support you, hold space for you, you never fall off the wagon. Never. So that's number one. And that's the kicker. Always helped, always supported, always investing in yourself. I think I invested thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in coaching, training, and stuff. The thing that has changed, though, is that I'm not spending that much money anymore in training, because we want to train and train and train and train and train. It's great to train, but while you train, you don't do, or you do some of it. Like, at some point, I don't know, I'm turning 50, I know enough to get going, right? It doesn't mean that you cannot upgrade your skills and everything. It's not what I'm saying. But we hide behind our training. What training could I take? One more. Oh, if I take this one, then maybe I'll get there. So that's what I noticed and shifted big time. No more hiding behind what else can I learn. Rather, who else can I bring in my world that's gonna kick my ass? Okay, so that's the big shift. Being in communities where you show up every day for yourself and in front of the community. So that's the second thing. the help comes not only from the person that leads the community and the expert, but the community. And I'm seeing that so much more and more for myself and for my clients. Right now, we just wrapped up the third cohort of Magic with Social Media Love. The women in that cohort are sisters for life. And when you win, when one woman wins, everybody else wins. And I was actually talking with one of my beautiful clients, and she told me, Angelique, that community that we belong to, like when we cheer for each other, oh my God, it's really from the heart. It's not just to cheer, right? It's really like I even cry for them when they win, because that's how much we are connected. So that's really what changed everything for me. I have not only supported all the time for the last 10 years, almost, but by communities of people who become sisters and brothers, because now I belong also to communities where there are some men, which is new to me. And it's everything. And then when we do our meetup or in-person event, it's like we've been knowing each other like longer than with my own family, basically. But it's been just a few months or a few years because it's so deep. We go in the trenches together. Like, tell me if you agree, but when you are an entrepreneur and you build and grow your business, this is the best personal development school, right? And that, you cry together, you sweat together, you dream together, and that has no price. So to go back to, so that was my first 2 points. I want to give you actually a gift for all of you watching in the Facebook group. And if you're not in the Facebook group, there should be a link around this video linking to the group. If not, I should say it out loud. It's smlcommunity.com. SML is for Social Media Love. It's the name of my company, community.com. So that's that. The third one is the kicker. Okay. So I don't know. That's good. If I could have a thing. So help and community. The third one I'm going to tell you in a minute. First, I want to talk to you about the visibility amplifier, because it's really about this and the third one. The visibility amplifier is a new way I'm going to be serving you. And in the visibility amplifier, what you get, it's a full year support. So there is no more this and this. There is no more stopping, because the thing that I hear all the time from women entrepreneurs, whether they are seasoned entrepreneurs or beginners or, they stop. They have like great month, then they stop. They're visible for 3 weeks, then they stop. They're visible, but then they're bold. Like it doesn't work, or they're visible, but it's tiring. No more of this. So by being whole every week, right? And it's just once a week, and it's in between sessions, we are always together. That's the part, the community part, right? So until up to now, Social Media Love had different programs you would belong to. I still have those, but they are encompassed in a larger umbrella called the Visibility Amplifier, and there are 3 sections in it. One is called Brave. The second one is called Bold. And the third one is called I Want It All. The difference between the 3 are basically the level of access to me as a private engagement. But what you get all the time for a full year is what I got for myself that changed the game. And that's it. I will share with you the number 3 because that's the kicker. But before I go to 3, I want to remind all of you, like being supported every month. So every month, what we're going to do, because my specialty is your visibility, sales and visibility, every month we will take one foundational kind of pillar of what it takes to be visible online and offline and sell at the same time. And you will have a full month to practice it. So it will be going from, your content on social media. It will be from like, what type of thinking does it take to show up like that consistently? You got to change. You got to change how you think. You got to change. You got to clean all the limiting beliefs and stuff like that. You got to change your body as well. So that's why I bring also body and mind work, like in the visibility amplifier. And all of you will access, and that's the new part, all of you will access Magic with Social Media Love. Magic with Social Media Love is 3 month intensive of a framework that kind of rewire everything in your life and in your body. And so, as I told you, it's my third time running like a group of women entrepreneurs in that program, and the results are here. So results at home, results in the business, at the level of collaboration, business collaboration that comes in, the level of clients they reach out, the levels of new offers, premium priced offer they put in place. And also, when we start Magic with Social Media Love, we always have a goal for a revenue. Because we learned that where you put your focus and attention is where your energy goes, and most of them hit their revenue goals or went over. One of them even got 15 clients in 3 months, and last year it took her a year to get 15 clients. What changed? Probably not her services, because she's amazing at what she do. She changed. And that's why if you spend a year with me and the beautiful team I have, we have Coach Kim, who is our coach in the house. We have pranic healers who come and help you with your energy. We have beautiful virtual assistant that can assist you with some content you want to create and stuff like this, and the community. So we have one meetup a year where we met. So this year we met at a beautiful glamping place. We had the best time. It was a Nordic spa. We slept in domes. It was just magical. So we do fun stuff, right? So basically we meet once a week. Every month you have a very specific foundational visibility kind of mission. But the kicker is this. Oh my God. That's what changed everything for me. And that's what I'm bringing. Because once you are rewired in your mind and in your body, this is possible. I'm too excited. It's not the right word. I'm going to put it as if you were talking to yourself. I sell every day. That part is a new part. And this is what really changed in the last year to 2 years and a half. I had to change the way I was showing up. Ended up writing 2 books, do a TED Talks. That really helped my community see me from another light. So I want you to know this. If you have a book or if you have a TEDx in your heart, I got you, because I also work with the people who got me so visible, and we do some partnership together. But I want you to come first, rewire your mind and your brain, and do the work of building the business, so that when you show up with your TED Talk and you show up with your book, holy moly, it's fire. Okay, so that's it. Like, what changed? I'm still, an amazing expert at visibility, online world. I have, I'm specialized in paid media strategy, so advertising as well. But the thing that I love to help you with is to show up and develop your voice online. And I want to show you that it doesn't have to be complicated. So I'm going to go, I want to show you, not show you, but before I do that, your resource, I want to give you something that will start rewiring your brain and your body to connect with your ideal client. So it's called your 7 visible factors, your 7 visible factors visualization. It's something that usually buy from me. It's I made it with a friend who is a DJ and specialized in brainwaves. So she took my meditation, the 7 visible factor meditation, and then she put it on a track that helps your brain to open up some part of your brain, so that you can connect your heart with your brain. Like, it's a magical thing. And because you are attending this live with me in the private community, and if you are not, find the link, get there, put in the comments visible. All of you, if you're watching from the private community, under the video in the private community, you put visible, and I'll send you the file to start listening today to your 7 visible factor visualization. I also call it your chakra because it touches all the crown chakra, the throat chakra. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, it's really neat. And I know that when I listen to it, I cry. And it opens up. I get downloads for content, for social media. I get downloads for programs. I get downloads. So reach out to this person. So that's what I'm going to teach you, to reach out to someone you think of, that you're suddenly like, oh yeah, Jacqueline, she would so benefit from what I'm putting together right now. So all of you here, I'm so happy you're with me, and I know a lot of you is going to be watching the replay. Just make sure you go to the group and put visible in the comments, and I'll do my best to send you the file today. I want to give you a recap of what the visibility amplifier is. So every month you have a monthly sales and visibility training. So it's curriculum based. And I'm not gonna give you large things. I'm gonna give you drill down visible selling things. Monthly, so that's once a week. The week after, we meet for mentoring, coaching, mentoring. You bring to the you bring to the session while I'm building a consulting business. Like, I'm shifting some of my services. I want to sell consulting. How do I frame that up? Like, I will help you from your offer. I will bring you a member of a collaborator of our team who is a queen at offers. We already talked that we're going to meet next week to make sure that when she comes to talk to all of you, she made offer that sold millions and millions of dollars, and she's going to come and help me help you. Yes. I'm taking this very seriously, but with lots of fun. And then the third times we meet in the month is really for your mindset tune up, right? So every month you have this, plus you have what I call a revenue ramp up quest. So each month you have a very specific quest that the goal is to sell, to generate cash. Because that's what I see. So that's what I saw with myself. I was not selling anything. I was like, oh, I'm me, and this is what I know how to do. This is who I help. But I was not saying, how I could help you. And when you know that now, people need to see your offer. I think so. When I started in marketing, people had to see at least 7 times your post before they printed in their brain. Now it's 20 or 30 or 40 times, right? There's a lot of people on the internet, right? Amazing people, by the way. I want to say that people are amazing. Like, amazing people are doing exactly the same thing that you do. What is the difference? It's you. It's you. Nobody can be you. So whether it's about your story, whether you allow yourself to be yourself, seeing yourself in a new way, not hiding anymore. And then when you don't hide anymore, you can show up like this. It's so easy. Ease is a master word in our program. I want you to make money easily. The more easy it gets, the more money I make. It's the same for you. Why? Once you are stressed and constricted and your body's like, I don't want them to see me. We are energy first, right? When you get into a room and then there is a good energy, you feel it. And when there is bad energy, you feel it. You'll be like, bye, I want to go somewhere else. But if there is a good energy and if there is someone in the room that looks super cool and super like, yay, you want to stay, right? So it's the same in marketing. It's the same in sales, right? So that's why we work on your energy first. You have the full Magic with Social Media Love framework. And usually I sell it for $6,000 for 3 months, right? For the visibility amplifier, that is the full year, it comes with it, and it's $10,000. Except that because we are still in 2024 and I launch it officially in 2025, you can have it for $8,000. And what does that do? It gives you the full year support from me, visibility, marketing, mindset wise. It gives you some money actions every month to generate, cash with actually the audience you're building every month with me. You're now going to be able to sell more often and easily. And I'll show you how I do it. And then more than that, what's going to happen is that you're going to be receiving the framework that changed my life called Magic with Social Media Love for 3 months. And if you've done it already and you're part of the Visibility Amplifier, you do it again. You know how many times I've done that framework? I think 50, 100 times, maybe 50. But I teach it too, so it counts like 100 times. I teach it different modalities, right? So you get that as part of your full year, and that's game changing. Then we meet. We're gonna do one meetup this year. I still don't know where. That is fun. I know that. And then I'm just going through my thing here to make sure that I don't forget what it comes with. So who is it for? It's for women entrepreneurs who are, I'm going to tell you this. I've been meeting a lot of women entrepreneurs who are already have a good machine, a good business, but they're bored. They feel there is something more. That's your place to come. You are a beginner entrepreneur, but you feel in you that, if you get the help, it's going to go faster. That's your place. And then you are an entrepreneur, you're not new, but it's not working the way you want, so you're frustrated, overwhelmed, and you're like about to give up some days. This is your place, right? Now you got to be open because we go deep. We go deep and we act. We not just sit on a cloud, meditate, visualize, and wait for the money to come in. We take actions. So if you are someone who says, I'm always procrastinating, I'm always pushing it back, come here, because this is what we do. We take actions and we don't let you not take action. If you're here, you're committed to yourself, you're committed to change the way you are, your habits that stops you, to remove them so that you can keep going after your dream. Because most of you build a business with a big dream behind it. Most of you build a business because you wanted a certain freedom of financial freedom, time freedom, and impact on others. Each time you serve a client, you feel in your heart that you are meant for this, but you're tired right now because there's so much to do. Like accounting, that's my thing right now. Right? There's so much to do when you are an entrepreneur. Like, it's not just delivering your stuff, right? It's all the other things. So that's why when you have support for a full year, and I decided to go full year, so we better like each other. So that's why I do those videos, because you may enjoy hearing me and interacting with me, and then you're going to receive the visualization. So you're going to see the type of work that we do from within so that it can show up online. And next time you go to a networking event, what to say, and then your big dream of writing the book, your big dream of doing the TEDx, your big dream of, having that major collaboration that you've been dreaming of having with another business that is bigger than you or more visible than you. Yeah, that's where we're going. So that's the Visibility Amplifier. And the only thing you have to do, if there is any pull that you feel, is to send me a DM and you put visibility in the DM. And what we do, we chat for 15 minutes. Usually I do it on Messenger. I can do it on Zoom if you're more a Zoom person, or WhatsApp, but usually Messenger. And then we have a conversation. I ask you a few questions to kind of figure out where you're at, and then what you're looking for. And then if I see that the Visibility Amplifier is meant for you and serves you the best way, I will invite you to come, like to finalize your invitation. If I feel that you're not ready for it, or maybe it's not for you for now, I will refer you to someone else or to different resources. As simple as this. The caliber of the woman that we gather, like I could cry. they're just amazing. And they're all over the world. So we have some in France, some in New Zealand, a lot in Canada right now, which is new to Social Media Love. I was always outside of Canada, outside of even the area where I was living. But my word for 2024, because every year I pick a word, and I still don't know what's going to be my word for 2025, but I want to share that story. It's going to be a very long live, but that's okay. My word for 2024 was courage. Ooh. I put some makeup, so I'm going to be careful not to put too many tears. Courage. And that's what I bring too in the visibility amplifier. You're going to build up that muscle of courage. And then, so courage was my year, and what it meant, I wanted to become visible to the extreme for me. What was visible extreme for me? So it meant becoming visible to myself even deeper, and see and hear very deep truth that I was hiding from myself. And when you do that, you feel so naked. You feel ripped apart, but in a good way, right? But you feel light. You feel, oh my God, been carrying this forever. Whew. Okay. So, and then one of my dreams was to write a book and do a TED Talk. Like, you should see my vision board for 2024 there. So this happened in 6 months. 6 months. And then my dream was to welcome more women in my world, because I know that I change the world one woman at a time. And my dream was to have a beautiful coach that really aligns with my values and could help me support and hold space for those women. And my goal was to be able to be part of communities that are bigger than I can imagine I can do. And this is where I am. And my goal was to be able to do things with my family that I wanted to do. I did. Everything happened in 2024 beyond what I could imagine. Fast, super fast, because of exactly what I share with you in the visibility amplifier. So whatever big dream you have right now, it belongs to you. It belongs to you now. Now. You got to become visible to yourself first, so that you're going to be so visible to others. There is not one place right now where I go, where I live, that people don't recognize me because of my post. And they quote me from a post 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, holy shit, what was I post? Because I write so many posts from my heart. Right? But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to teach you how to have a message that is anchored in your heart. So no matter how people receive your message, you're going to know what they refer to, because you are that message. You are the message. You are the sales page. You are the message. You are the transformation. You are it. So that was my word, courage. And so today it takes me a lot of courage to talk publicly of what's coming up. I'm opening my own energy to support women for a full year as a group, as well as still my one-on-one clients. Some of you, when you come to Bold, or when you come to I Want It All, you have some one-on-one time with me. And depending, when you show me you have an interest or you want to learn more, you have full details of it. I'll send you all the details. So whether you feel brave, bold, or unstoppable and you want it all, just reach out to me in the DM with visibility, and I'll connect with you and I'll show you all the details, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you. Like, stop banging your head with the strategy and the tactics. I will bring you that anyway. There is no 100 ways of marketing and sell, right? There is not a whole of, if you go back to the basic of what marketing is and always been, and selling what it is to sell, it's the same thing. The only difference is the courage to show up for it. And that is on you. And you don't have to do it alone. That's why You're going to get the help you desire. And that help is going to be supported by a community of women who wants the same. They want you to win. They want to win and they want you to win. And I'm going to help you to normalize what it is to sell and not just do content when you do it, like being, your content's going to be consistent. When we work together, I teach you that. I guide you. I don't teach because it's on you, right? I will guide you, and we have ways to do it. I'm guiding you to be so consistent. When we say consistent, it doesn't mean every day, okay? You pick the frequency you want, and you are loyal to your words. That's another thing that I notice what changed with me. But I said I would do only 3. Is becoming, how do you say, impeccable with my words. If I say I do something, I do it. And when I stop doing it, I make myself with grace and compassion and recommit to it. That is the 4th bonus point I wanted to share with you. So as you see, it is not as much about the strategy and the tactics around marketing, promoting your servicing and selling them. It's about who you are becoming along the way, and attracting the people who can support you, and attracting the clients who are craving to work with you. So that's basically what we do in the Visibility Amplifier. And I hope I inspired you to believe in yourself, to reconnect with that self-trust that is there. But there are so many layers and layers and layers of, years where you beliefs that don't even belong to you. So when you come to the amplifier, we'll go and check what beliefs you have in your backpack, and we're going to unpack so that you can fill up your backpack with beliefs that support your dreams. And your dreams don't have to happen in 5 years. They can happen anytime you unlock that thing in you that is so locked, because it is scary to become the woman you want to become. That's why you don't do it alone. You do it fully loved, fully supported, fully whole, right? And that's what I bring to you. So on that note, remember, if you felt any pull in the last, how long? Oh my God, 42 minutes. Any pull, even when you watch the replay, send me a DM, Visibility, and let's have that conversation. And yeah, your body is going to be like, oh, I don't want that conversation. Yeah, it's okay. Don't listen to your mind. Just type Visibility in the DM. I'll be nice to you, I promise. But I'll be very direct. That's how people are starting to describe me. I saw that. Like kind and firm. Why? Because you got to be real with yourself. Not real, honest. I don't want you to be real, because you want to dream. That's the driver of everything. But I want you to be honest. I was lying to myself, which leads to lie to you. I'm saying that from a very gentle place. I know that what it is. And when we lie, it means we hide some. So maybe it's not lying, it's hiding. Hiding. When you hide from yourself, you hide from your audience. And people, you feel it without even, it's unconscious, right? Because we are energy. And when you feel good, your energy, like, did you notice that on days you go out, even grocery shopping, and you're like in the groove, and then people start to say hi, and then they want to have a chat with you, even if they don't know you, and then you talk about that thing you just put in your cart, and the cashier is so happy to see you. Like, that's the type of life I live right now, because I prioritize my energy for myself, for my business, for my relationships. So that's what we do. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I wait for you in my DMs and have that conversation with you. And okay, so remember, if you are in the Facebook group and you put visible in the comments, I will send you my visualization. And if you're not in the Facebook group, maybe you're on YouTube and you're on LinkedIn or Instagram, just grab the smlcommunity.com SML for social media love community. visibility.com, it will send you to a beach where I explain what is that community about. It's a free community. We have about 240 women there. Yes. So remember, when you are in a Facebook group that is well curated, those people are future clients, future collabs, future friends, and future partner of life. I've seen it. Okay. So when you come to my free community, be intentional. And I'll teach you that actually in the Visibility Amplifier. How do you behave in a group, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn, right? How do you behave even when you network, you know? So that's networking online, basically. And there is ways you can have fun with it and really build trustworthy relationship. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I could be talking for 2 more hours. I am so passionate of what it means to become visible, especially as a woman, that I'm gonna let it be here. Ciao, ciao. DM me visibility if you want to learn more about anything I said, because I know I talked a lot. Ciao.